From the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
We're counting down. I'm cautiously waiting until the next season of The Bear comes out. I love The Bear.
Oh, yes. So we're headed into season 5.
3 of The Bear.
3?
Yeah, of The Bear.
Oh, Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're
and
right. I'm caught up too.
in between shows, so it's like so I don't really have a lot of I don't have anything new that we're watching. A lot of things we watch now are kind of reduxes, things we've already seen as we wait for shows that I'm up to speed on that are new. Anyway, so season 3 of The Bear comes out with Jeremy Allen White, who was in Shameless.
When does it start?
I think at the end of June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he played lead character, played Lip in Shameless.
Shameless is my show. Love that
he
show.
played Kerry Von Erich in the Von Erichs movies, The Iron Claw.
Yeah, great.
And he's fantastic. And he's in The Bear, and he's the lead character, and all the cast is incredible. I mean, I can't think of a well cast. Sometimes you watch a show and you're like, it's good.
No, The Bear is great. And
But then you watch-
isn't it continuous too?
Yeah,
There's no,
yeah. It's all like over a couple months span.
Yeah.
And then you watch you watch other shows, and it's like, wow, this is what makes this show great is whoever did the casting could not have casted it any better.
right.
And The Bear's one of those where
'Cause the cousin is hilarious.
everybody, he's great.
He's hilarious.
Every single person in that show. I believe that's really them. It's a great effing show.
Yeah,
right.
I love
it. So we're in between programs, and so my 24-year-old Sam's been trying to get me to watch The Last of Us.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, that's the zombie.
Well, hold your old boy, because I'm not even. I think it's what happens is it's kind of pandemic-y
Isn't
where.
that Pascal?
It's Chilean born, San Antonio raised Pedro Pascal.
He's a fly mother father.
Dude, I love that guy.
He's a fly
He was
motherfucker.
in Narcos. That's where I fell in love with him.
That's where I found him.
And I've never seen Mandalorian, and I've never watched The Last of Us. And if it weren't for my 24-year-old Sam Taylor, I would not have ever considered watching The Last of Us. But Sam swears by it, man. For weeks and weeks and weeks, it's like you guys need to watch.
Everybody
this.
that I know loves
You
it.
need to watch it.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. I know you like Pedro Pascal. He spent 10 years in San Antonio trying to get Daddy to watch it. I'm like, okay, I might get to it. Half-assed, just kind of telling Sam, all right, you know how it is. And then a couple of days ago, Sam's like, by the way, the season finale had 2 Pearl Jam songs in it. Just trying to get me to watch. I'm like, fine. So, okay, fine. Pearl Jam's got 2 songs in the season finale. And I guess the season finale was a massive tearjerker, and it was viral. And
Super.
There was a song by Pearl Jam, which is not even like a popular tune, called Future Days. It's a very deep cut song that came out on a record 10 years ago called Future Days. It's a love song. And I'm quite familiar with the tune, but no one else is unless you're a Pearl Jam head. But apparently they played a tune called Future Days during the finale. So Sam, that's how I'm going to get Daddy to now finally watch it. They played 2 Pearl Jam songs. I'm like, fine.
Heard
I guess I
nothing but
have
great
to now.
things.
So I have. So Nina and I have decided to watch The Last of Us. And I think it's like, I guess they're not zombies, but there's like a fungus. Is it mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not mushrooms.
That's all the same mushrooms.
not mushrooms.
Something starts making all the people sick.
It starts off like
And
I'm
it
talking
makes
about
them all
as
turn
soon as you
crazy.
start.
Mhm.
Because sometimes with these series it takes a while and you lose people.
Yeah.
Last of Us, as soon as you start it, it's on.
So you've watched this.
I watched a couple episodes and
Yeah.
then my wife wasn't really into it, so I haven't
Okay.
gone back to it. But what I saw, I loved, and
All right.
Yeah, I watched them all.
most people love it.
All right. So it's funny because Nina watched the first 2 episodes on an airplane, and she really liked it, but thought, I doubt Mike's going to like this. But now, well, Pearl Jam's in it, so I have to,
Yeah.
So I'm going to, and I love Pedro Pascal.
But you got to get all the way through season 1 and all the way through season 2 to get to Pearl Jam.
Correct. But the way me and Nina watch TV shows, once we fall in love with you, we're married, and we watch you every day.
Yeah, if you're in love.
So my goal now is we won't, not today because we're going to spend all day up in Austin, but probably starting tomorrow night when Nina gets home from work, we're going to stop down and start watching The Last of Us and probably blow through season 1 in 2 weeks or less.
Maybe
Because that's
less.
how we do it. We're bingers. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. If you're watching us live, it is In the Building, program number 328 from the Texas Cheer Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown. The audio disseminator is Jose Bouquet. Okay, I'm going to say something with confidence here. You can donate to this program on Love You Hard TV via the Super Chat. Right, Bookie? And here comes the money. Thank God. You can also buy us coffees, and no doubt Bouquet will link the buymeacoffee.com link to the chat. And I'm going to say this with confidence too, Bouquet. You can become a member right now for just $4.99 and get exclusive access to all of me and Rudy's members-only content, including all of the different members-only swag and tickets and stuff that we give away.
Horse
Right,
races.
Bouquet?
Yep.
Okay.
All things are facts.
Okay, very good. I'm so happy to say that. Thank God. You can subscribe to this channel for free. Partake in our partners that run our program too, Pub Sports Radio and their YouTube channel, and our good buddies at Anthem TV. Download the Anthem TV app for absolutely free, and you've got in-demand channel on there where you can watch our show anytime you want, and you can also watch any of the Pub Sports Radio shows anytime you want on Anthem TV. Welcome in here. The response to our live show announcement's been pretty good.
Has it?
We've already sold 4 VIPs and 4 general admission tickets on the first really day that we launched it. So we get 8 a day. We have 150 seats that we need to sell. And I don't want any seats empty. I want asses in all 150 if we can do that, because it'll make us look good with the venue, and it'll make us look good with our buddies at Anthem TV who are putting this on. June 21st, Rudy and I, we are going to do a live concert for just people that are in the building, so to speak, that night at High Waves Event Center, which is on the property of High Waves Church on the far west side off of 1604 and I-90. It's called High Waves Event Center inside High Waves Church.
Maybe some of our Austin and Dallas and Houston listeners will come down.
I would love that. Rudy and I will be doing a live concert. You'll be getting content that neither one of us has probably ever done. I want to make this really shine. I've been soul searching within.
Yeah, me too.
What can you do, Mike?
Yeah, me too.
To make this worth the people's time.
Me too.
And we sat down last night at dinner, me and Nina and my oldest daughter, and powwowed what Daddy might be able to do to make the people make the things click.
Oh shit!
A couple of things got shot down.
Yeah,
my ideas.
Yeah, thank you, Nina. Thank you, Mike's daughter.
Yeah, and Nina is going to be one of the 2 comedians who are going to open up for us that night. We're going to have a couple of comics take the stage and do like 5, 6, 7-minute sets just to warm the crowd up. And my lady Nina, who is, and I've said this from day one, I'm not kissing her butt. I mean, it is what it is. I'm used to being one of the funniest guys in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say that cockily. It just, it comes to me. I don't know if it's cockily a word.
It just comes to me.
Jose's got, giggle.
Yeah, I just funny
laugh.
Naturally, Jose. These are God gifts I have here. And believe me, being this intelligent and this funny and this being this good, having this kind of talent, having this much knowledge about sports and other stuff, it's a burden that I carry every day. Like Dave Chappelle gets up with this burden too.
Same.
Dave's probably big too.
Well, I've got 4 kids. I've never had any problems in that area. Why do you think I have confidence? It ain't because I look like George Clooney. No, man. But I know whenever I'm in a room with Nina, I know that the best I can do is second funniest. And that girl is so freaking funny naturally, and I can't wait to see her, because I've seen her on video.
I know what you mean.
In her Bean and Cheeseman days, obviously, with skits. And I've seen her do stand-up comedy because it's on YouTube and stuff. But I've never actually seen her in person, my own lady, so I'll get the chance to see her on June 21st. It's a Saturday night starting. Doors open at 5, so come hang out with us at High Waves on the 21st and partake. We've already linked Tickets, on all of our socials. It's on Eventbrite. So I guess Bouquet, educate me here, kid. Is Eventbrite? You just go to Eventbrite and search in the building. You'll be able to find our show, right? Theoretically speaking.
Yeah.
All right, cool. See, can I say something about him as we get to know him more and more each day? Which today will be funny because it's our first actual road trip with this guy. There are times when I need him to say things adamantly. Bouquet, are our memberships back up? Ready to roll?
Yes.
Yeah, say yes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Everything's
He don't ever say anything with his chest, so you never know if it's in stone or if it's in Buki.
Yeah. Hey, man, I have to go get a tumor removed from my brain, so we're going to take Wednesday off. Cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And if it's all the same mood with him.
Yeah, is it cool we do 2:30? Sure.
And that doesn't give me confidence. Yeah, sure, why not?
That's who he is.
I know, but it drives me nuts sometimes because on times where it's important and we really I need an emphatic yes.
That is emphatic.
I don't get that. I don't get that.
That is emphatic when you tell him what Buki's at.
So to find our live show, Bouquet, they can go to Eventbrite and then search in the building, and they'll be able to find a link to buy tickets to our big, huge show. That's something that neither one of us have done in our entire careers that means the world to us, right, Bouquet?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Well, let me know how it goes if you go search for it. Tell me how to do it. Jeez. All right. What's on your mind today, man?
Long day.
We do have a long day. We do. So we're going to roll through a show.
And I'm watching him, and you can find it that way.
Yes.
Okay,
Look, you
cool.
gotta get Eventbrite, type in the building. It's there.
An emphatic yes. We have a long day in store for sure. We already got money coming in. I appreciate that. Scroll back up. Let's read some of this money donators. Geechee SA is in the building. $20. Got to catch up with the money. Thank you, man. For those that don't know, we had a gremlin in our system this past week, and it's kiboshed some of our IT stuff, and it prevented us from being able to take tips from the people, and that's unfortunate, but y'all are catching up today. Thank you, Brian Whitener, with the 20 spot. He's in the building. Thank you very, very, very much. Robbie Mines, $20 in the building. San Antonio should steal Spurs Stadium money in the form of discouraging water consumption instead of discouraging hotel tourism. Take 50% ownership share of the stadium profit and use that profit to establish sovereign wealth. Okay, you're getting deep with me on I gotta.
He gave us 20, so I'm gonna let it ride. But damn, it's a little early.
I'm pacing myself.
I don't know anyone who that meant.
You need to go down to a city council meeting the next time that they debate.
Who?
Project,
Robbie?
Robbie, yeah. Project Marvel, and tell that to them people. All I can, what it looks, they're going to tap into the tourism. So what the city's now talked about, and the Spurs have talked about a little bit, is that rather than charge the city more taxes or raise our taxes by 0.5 cent or whatever to build this insane thing they're going to build over here.
Baseball, basketball.
Rather than do that, just dip into the tourism fee. We charge hotels and event centers and the convention center and all these kinds of places.
Shit. Yeah,
we charge them a little bit more in taxes. There's a tourism fee when you buy tickets to come to our town and do stuff, because we use that tax theoretically to enhance our city.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, and in this case, we're going to use it to build a Spurs new arena down over here by the Cultural Center, where they're actually demolishing it as we speak.
And the new Mission Stadium.
Yeah, which will be over here on the other side, over by where Fox Tech Baseball Stadium currently is.
But when you see them on the map, they look like they're right by each other.
Well, that's because it's not far.
Away, right.
Yeah, our little downtown is compacted. So, Robbie, that's a letter for whoever the new mayor winds up being, whether it's Gina or the dude or city council. Take that to them homes. All I know is this thing will get done. It will. I promise you, it'll get done. There's no way the Spurs are not going to get a stadium built over here. It's just going to happen. Period.
Unless you want them to move to Austin.
They're not going to move to Austin.
That's not.
If we don't get this, if we don't get that arena,
if we don't,
because Austin ain't gonna put up no fight. Sure, we're already overcharged.
Probably not, because they have the money.
Yeah. Ask the Supersonics. We ain't doing shit. Okay, cool. Oklahoma City, it is.
I know.
Bye.
They haven't won 5 championships.
No, I know, but that they never, and that's a different kind.
But they ain't going nowhere. They're not going anywhere.
We're gonna get the arena. Aaron Canooper's in the building. $9.99. Thank you, home. Steeler Rob in $19.99. Can't wait for the live show. Thank you, Steeler Rob. Buy tickets.
Get your tickets before they sell out.
Thank you, homie. Appreciate that very much. By the way, I misspoke yesterday. And I know on occasion, all the words I say every day, I'm going to say something dumb. I was watching our show last night.
I don't know how you do that.
Go back and watch our show.
Can't
It's
do
how
it.
I grade myself.
Oh, I know. I'll give myself an F every day, so I can't do it.
Rudy, he just goes back and grades my performances. You know,
Pretty
that.
much.
Yeah.
No, I like to listen to myself talk.
That's freaking weird. What happened? What did you misspeak about?
I gave one sentence. I said I was picking Minnesota to win the finals, and then the next sentence I said I was picking OKC.
You did. You said OKC first, then you said Minnesota.
Okay, you should have corrected me.
I did.
Don't let my dumb ass get away with that. I want to go on the record here.
Who's the finals?
My NBA championship pick is Oklahoma City. I don't know why I said
You said Minnesota. Defiantly.
After I said OKC. yeah. Now I'm defiantly saying OKC.
Didn't he, Jose? He was like, Minnesota's going to take care of them easy. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Rolling with Edwards. Okay.
No, and then I changed it. But then I said in the sentence previous that OKC was going to win. So it was extremely confusing,
You're over-caffeinated some mornings.
Some mornings I am. Let me go on the record now. The Taylor Power Index says that the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to win the NBA championship in 6 games over the Indiana Pacers. We're going to have a very small market. It's going to be the lowest rated finals in the history of the league.
It won't be lower than Spurs Nets.
I bet you it
Let's
is.
bet.
If it's OKC Indiana.
We'll bet a week of coffees.
Okay, I love it.
A week of coffee.
All right, cool. 5 coffees.
5 coffees.
Cool.
Won't be lower than that.
But here's the caveat. It's got to be OKC, Indiana.
Yeah, I got you. That's fair.
Because if it's the Knicks, I'm
taking OKC and the Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if the Knicks beat Indiana,
then it's all bets off.
Yeah,
because New York carries a lot of weight.
If it's an Indiana, Oklahoma final.
You got the lowest rated of all. What's the lowest rated of all time, Jose? You find it?
That's a good question. Go to lowest rated finals ever history of the whole deal.
There you go. Most watched, obviously Bulls, Jazz.
Okay.
Second, Bulls, Suns.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then my favorite game, Warriors, Cavs.
Oh, what an epic final! 2016.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right,
least watch Game 2 of Nets Spurs.
See,
these are individual games.
Yeah, but still, that's fine.
I'm talking about full series.
That's hilarious. I'll look at the series, but Spurs,
the Spurs are in 2 of the top 3.
all of them, because it's Game 1 of 2007 too.
Oh, so the Spurs are the top 3 lowest rated finals of all time?
Yeah, all the games.
That's why I said that yesterday. Like, it's not boring. Like Mike said, if you think that's boring, Tim Duncan Spurs were boring, you don't know shit about basketball. But
that's correct.
People just weren't interested. I think it had more to do with the fact that they knew they were going to kill.
But also, and the Spurs dumped their ass.
Yeah, they killed the Nets and they killed the 07 Cavs, who probably shouldn't even been there. Should have been the Pistons, but LeBron went nuclear and destroyed the Pistons and took a team with Booby Gibson and Ilgauskas to the finals, which is a huge feather in his cap, even though he got swept in the finals.
Anders and Vereshchau.
Yeah, that team was awful. Definitely a feather in the cap for LeBron taking that team.
Yeah, and I said yesterday in my dictatorial rant that, yes, while it's true, people that say the Spurs are boring don't know shit about basketball, I do want to put in the parentheses, people also don't want to watch something unless they have an interest in it.
Vested interest,
whether
right.
they know basketball or not. And
Right.
few people are going to have had a vested, especially in the early 2000s.
Oh, but nobody – and
People didn't care about watching the Spurs in the early 2000s. The 2014 finals against LeBron and D-Wade and the Heat,
we knew
that
it.
ain't in there.
Yeah, it's not in there.
Because by then, people realized that the Spurs were good, and, of course, it's LeBron and D-Wade.
It's LeBron. It's the Heatles, and everybody's rooting against them. They're the villain. And, over there on Pub, Joseph brings up a good point. I don't think most people can name you the OKC starting lineup or the Pacers starting lineup. Like, if I told somebody, if I put $10 million in front of them and said, without Google, give me the starting lineups for OKC and the Pacers,
I can't.
Still be broke.
I can't.
Right.
I can't.
No, I feel you. That's what I'm saying.
And that's by choice, because I don't give a shit about watching the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I only watch them because Shai Gilgeous is my favorite player. So that's a caveat.
I've noticed that about you.
I love Shai.
Why is that?
I just love it. I love the fact that Shai doesn't run to the 3-point line. He goes to the basket. He shoots mid-range. He shoots the three. He's not a me first guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a true leader. Works his ass off. The Clippers are probably kicking themselves in the ass for giving up on him so soon. That's why Oklahoma has so many first-round picks. Was it Paul George, Buki? The Paul George trade?
Yeah.
Paul George trade. Oklahoma City trades him to the Clippers. OKC gets Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and all they've been doing is rolling. So I just love Shai being a throwback. Shai is an early 2000s player. He's not not all these guys just run to the three-point line. It's annoying. I love Shai Gilgeous' game. So that's the only reason why I watch OKC a ton. I love that. I love their young team, man. I love that they're a bunch of young guys that take defense seriously. So they'll probably end up winning the whole thing.
And that's my pick. I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that.
You.
I know no one can sleep till they know what my pick is.
Right.
It's the Thunder.
I stayed up all night thinking about it, Mike, so thank you.
I know. You were all conflicted. Why did he say Minnesota? Then he said Oklahoma City before that, but he didn't say Minnesota. Oh, my God, I can't sleep. I'm surprised you didn't call me.
Yeah, I thought about it, but, it was late. I knew you were asleep. I know you guys operate,
The average American does not want to watch small market teams unless LeBron James plays on said small market.
Right.
That's just it.
That's fair.
We want to watch big cities and rock stars.
I agree with that.
And I'm by the way, I'm like that too. I'm a bit of a hypocrite with my sports fandom because I defiantly defend the Spurs, right? But then when it comes to the other small market teams, I'll watch it.
Yeah, because it's your team. It's your vested interest.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'll watch the finals. I mean, am I going to stop down for these conference finals? I mean, not as long as the Dallas Stars are in it. I'm more interested in my hockey team. And that's because I have a personal rooting interest in it.
It's basketball for me. But
I know. Is game one tonight in one of the series?
Yeah, Minnesota's tonight.
Okay. And I also think, and this also goes back to what you've said about how the league needs a villain. And I think Anthony Edwards right now is walking the tightrope between superstar, household name, everyone loves, and villain with some of his dumbassery.
Sure. Some of the dumbassery, they don't pull out, even though that's none of anyone's business.
Wait, how many does he have already?
I don't know.
He's not. He's young. He's not old.
I don't know. It's not. It's a few.
Is he on record? Is that on his avatar bio? Doesn't pull out.
Don't pull out. And he'll scratch you. He'll scratch you the child support. He's like Jerry Jones, Mike. He scratched the child support check before the baby even come out. Here's 18 years of child support.
Leave me alone.
Yes.
Hit me up when he's of drinking age.
Yeah.
I'll take him drinking.
D Wade has one of those babies too.
Yeah, I know.
He had a fun baby while him and Gabby were on a break.
Yeah. On a break.
Scratched their 18-year check.
Yeah.
So rich people do this a lot. We give Jerry a lot of shit for it.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of rich guys that have fun babies and just scratch an 18-year check.
Sure. Didn't Rudy Gobert dump his pregnant girlfriend right before the playoffs started?
Put her out the crib.
Right as the playoffs got rolling.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I must focus on basketball. Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Is it true or is it urban legend that Steve Nash watched the baby be delivered, the baby came out black, and he left the hospital, ended up being Leandro Barbossa's baby?
I think it was Jason Richardson.
Jason Richardson.
Yeah.
Is that real?
That's what I've heard.
So he was like let me see. Oh, that baby black, I'm gone. And just left the hospital.
Yeah,
is that true?
That's what I've read.
At first of all, is it 10:30? Almost. Fuck you, Jason Richardson. It's not enough that you fucked his old lady you didn't pull out. God damn, bro.
That's gangsta.
Fuck you, Jason Richardson. You're a fucking asshole.
Yep. That happened a lot, by the way. She was so afraid.
Steve's like sitting down there. First of all, if you've ever seen a baby born, this is the most traumatic shit ever. You're like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So Steve's sitting there. Baby come out looking like me. Steve just says, see y'all later. Don't have to sign no paperwork. That baby ain't getting Nash last name. That's real? That's insane.
So. Yeah. It's very old school. That's how it was back in the day because women, like white women, they would fuck black guys and then wind up pregnant but they're married and they're just like, oh my God, what if it's not the black dudes and they gambled and played Russian roulette and just waited till the baby's head crowned and took their chances. That's what happened all the time back in the day.
Baby came out with a fro.
Because you couldn't come out and say, by the way, this baby could be black. I cheated on you. No, you got a 50-50 chance it's not, so you take your chances. And so a lot of white men did not find out until the head crowned during that beautiful time. You imagine being at your husband,
Bro.
your lady's having a baby. This is the most beautiful time in y'all's life. Your entire marriage has come down to this apex moment. This will solidify your love forever for this woman who you've dedicated your life to. And Jason Richardson's kid comes out.
Bro, that's so
Bumping
fucked
Steve
up.
Nash.
That's fucked up, bro. Everybody got to die.
Yeah. Did you see the movie Life with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, I had baby's pappy when the baby came out black.
Yeah, people were trying to they were trying to protect Can't Get
Yeah,
Right.
they're trying to protect, can't get right.
Did you see?
I'll be the pappy.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Life, Bouquet?
Of course not.
No.
Put that on the list too. I got a running list for
Yeah,
him.
Life. You need to watch Life with Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
and Martin Lawrence.
Good.
No. Yeah,
Great.
I haven't taken much Martin Lawrence in besides Bad Boys.
All right. Well, we're gonna have you take some life into your life. There's a scene where, like, so I don't want to give too
Yeah.
much, but the prison warden's daughter, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned white woman, fucks one of the prisoners. It's
Yeah.
an all-black prison,
In Mississippi.
and she winds up preggers. And this is 1945, something
Yeah.
like that. And yeah. And it turns out it belongs to one of the prisoners, inmates. Can't get right, but they all try to protect him and all say, "No, it's my baby, sir," because he's a really good baseball player and had just signed a contract to get
Right.
out of prison early to go
For
play
the
baseball.
Negro League, yeah.
Man, what that
Damn,
is
so the
such
Steve
trauma.
Nash story is real. I
Don't
always
miss
thought that was, I
Steve.
was like, oh, that's bullshit. I guess
Yeah,
it's real.
I don't think that's urban legend, you know. Although, who are we to not? I mean, I'm happy to run with one because it's a great story, even if it's not true. So fuck it. Yeah, let's go with it. Happened. Why not? Kind of like the Rod Stewart stomach pump story we talked about the other day. But that's been said so much, Rudy. That's been talked about
I don't
so
want to
much.
revisit that.
Well, now I have to because I brought it up for context. The listener deserves for me to explain it now.
Now you got to explain it.
For years and years and years, there were rumors that Rod Stewart, in a gay orgy, wind up having to get his stomach pumped because he had swallowed too much semen, and it made him sick, and he was gagging. He had like a quart of cum in there, and had to go to the hospital and have his stomach pumped of said semen. He OD'd on the big D, so to speak. That was an urban legend. It's never been like substantiated, but for years that was out there for a long time before it was ever really like knocked down or refuted. And Rod Stewart says that he's a known ladies' man. That guy can get, especially in the 70s and 80s. Rod Stewart,
Rod was the dude.
he could get anybody he wanted, anybody's wife.
Yeah,
But that was the old rumor on him.
maybe.
Anyway, that's just how things get rolling, especially in those days because there was no internet.
And this is alleged.
Correct.
We don't want
Alleged,
YouTube
of
coming
course.
for us.
And there was no internet, there was no social media. So if something got out about you, whether it was true or not, that shit tended to stick.
It stayed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Matt Bernhard is in the building. Another great story is Mutombo. Him walking into the club and yelling to all of the women, "Who wants to sex Mutombo?"
God bless the dead. God bless the dead. God bless the dead.
"Who wants to sex Mutombo?"
That man ain't here to defend himself, Matt Bernard.
That's also, I think, true. That's a true story.
I think that's true.
He didn't have time
I remember Jim
Hey.
Rome was rolling with that for years.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have time for bullshit. Hey, I don't blame him.
No.
I'm Dikembe. I'm in the league. I'm rich. There's a lot of hoes in this bar. I ain't going to fuck around. I mean, I'll buy you a drink, I guess, but let's just get to the point. I'm Dikembe who wants to fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, when you're that guy,
Why not?
I know. I don't remember which female group it was, but she said you walk into Shaq's room. Shaq just sitting on the lazy boy, butt naked,
Really?
just butt
Wow,
naked.
that's a scary sight.
Oh
Like-
my gosh.
You're not like we're not
Yeah,
about.
can we dim the lights?
Yeah, we're like Shaq was on some like allegedly like we're not about the small talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is a hookup.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving tomorrow,
Right.
and I'll never talk to you again.
Right.
I'm butt naked.
Right. What's
What
the
we doing?
website for that? The hookup website? What's it called? Bouquet knows. Tinder?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, it's TIN, not TEN.
Not
We're
like
gonna be-
chicken
We're not gonna
tender.
be tender. It's just we're just fucking. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, Finnegan. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who's in the room. I love seeing my boys over on the Pub Sports Radio side.
Yeah, what up? 2
jumping into the
cents.
chat.
Gomez.
All right, let's
What
get
spoons.
Let's get
bets?
real violent, shall we?
Let's
It's
punch
that
somebody.
Thing we do. Yeah, it's that thing we do here on In the Building.
The chemistry.
It's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
Come on, Jose.
All right, it is indeed time for People I Want to Punch, presented by the law office of Orlando Kill. You go first?
Yeah.
All right.
I got to punch the asshole that got next to me on the treadmill today with 39 other treadmills wide open. Okay, there's 39 other treadmills. Not only do you get next to me, he proceeds to fart maybe 2 or 3 times. And then he proceeded to, he has the iPad Max out, the big boy. And I don't care if it was a female, man, whatever. And it's only, again, I'm right there, like these treadmills are right next to each other, on top of each other, to, make use of all the square feet. Proceeds to send heart messages and, oh my God, you look so sexy, to his boyfriend for 15 minutes. He's hearting pictures of his naked boy, not naked, but showing his shirt off, pictures of him and his boyfriend for 30 minutes on the treadmill. That boyfriend's hiking, damn near butt naked, and he's farting and he's sexting with his boyfriend. Again, if it was a female, I still would have been uncomfortable. It had nothing to do with him having a boyfriend.
Okay.
I'm just like, bro, you got this big ass iPad Max. Do you need to open your personal messages while you're on and then keep in mind there's someone on the other side of them too. And there's 10 other treadmills in front of us. I'm like, bro, why are you sexting your dude and farting? If you got to fart and sext your dude, find a treadmill on your own.
And the fact that he's a gay,
I don't care.
No, hang on. I don't either unless there's 39 other treadmills and you get on one next to me.
And you're sexting your dude.
Yeah. Hey.
And again, it's the iPad Max. He's older, so he has the text this big.
Was he telling him, hey, I'm next to a...
He's like, he's so sexy.
I think I'm here next to a handsome black man.
And it's just like, and the dudes like in his chonas and walking the dog. And I'm just like, fuck. And Anna's on the other side of me, and like we both smell like two of the
so Anna was with y'all.
No, so he's here,
you.
I'm here, Anna's on this side.
Okay.
We smell the farts, and we're like,
God.
And she looks at me, I'm like, that was not me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Nasty.
I'm whispering to her, and then he proceeds to start sexing his dude, and I'm like, bro, that's cool. Do your thing. Do it on the treadmill over there if you need. If you feel the need to respond to your boyfriend or your lover, whatever he is to you, right then and there on the treadmill on your iPad Max. So punch that son of a bitch, mostly for the farts. Like if you know you're gassy, go to the other side, bro. Literally there was 1,000 treadmills open. Again, it's like what time did you text me? 6?
It was early, yeah.
We got to the gym at 5:30. It's 5:30. The gym's dead. It's Planet Fitness. Nobody works out at Planet Fitness. We're all fat asses. Nobody works out. There's 1,000 treadmills. The fuck is happening right now? So punch that asshole.
It's a good one.
Piss me off.
I'm still disturbed that he doesn't choose any other treadmill but the one next to you and Anna.
Dog.
What the hell, man?
Even like I said, he didn't have to fart. He didn't have to be sexing his dude. Yeah. Just like, yo, if there's other treadmills open, why come next to me?
Are you sure he wasn't scouting out partners for
he and his husband? I promise you he wasn't scouting.
Well, are you sure? Because why did he take the one right next to you then?
No, he took one in between two. There was another guy on the other side, and I'm like, bro. Because I always put at least one treadmill in between a person. Unless it's just like super packed.
Of course. That's how all rational humans do it. With parking spaces.
As soon as he got on the treadmill, I was like, yes, I got my punch. Because I was like, this motherfucker, it's 1,000 treadmills. I'm punching you today. And then he proceeds to fart and look at naked pictures of his dude. I was like, I'm really punching your ass now.
Jeez.
Shout out to all my gay homies. Love y'all.
Shout out to all my gay homies.
Love y'all.
And no offense to Planet Fitness either. We don't
No,
wanna,
I love Planet Fitness.
We don't want to discourage them from potentially
it's
becoming
$20 a month, and I get to
partner.
bring my wife. It's cool.
And you're welcome for the free advertising. By the way, if you would like to partner up with Rudy and I and be a partner here on In the Building, whether you're a gym or a cigar shop or anything in the world, we want to do business with you. Rudy and I, we move the needle for your company. Ask Orlando Kell. Speaking of, all right, my punch today, presented by Orlando, is the Orleans Parish. They don't call them counties in Louisiana. They call them parishes. Orleans Parish Department Sheriff Susan Hudson, whose jail allowed 10 fucking guys to escape
Oh, yeah.
3 nights ago.
I saw
You
this.
see the video of them running out?
They've caught like 7 of them. One dude was passed out on the bus stop, and dude made an easy 10 grand. He was like, yo, this is one of the dudes. Called cops. While he's on live, calls the cops and gets an easy 10 grand. Dude passed out on the damn bus, on the bus bench.
6 of these guys are still on the lam.
6 of them? Okay.
They've caught 4. But since this has happened, now all of a sudden, this is what happens. All it takes is one bad thing to come out, and then the employees start blabbing. Oh, yeah, our facilities are a joke. This was clearly an inside job. Somebody like cut bolts and shit behind a toilet. There was like somebody set this up. Like one of the guards did a bit where like finagled the toilet loose so guys could sneak up in the middle of the night and move it out of the way and get through the hole. And the piss poor conditions, the horrific lack of facilities and upgrades to the sheriff's department in Orleans Parish. It's all been out. And then this was such a cakewalk to get out. Someone took the time to stop and actually take a Sharpie and write "too easy," LOL. One of the prisoners did before he ran out. They'll probably catch all of them. But dude, a couple of these guys are in for murder. These aren't just
So this is my thing.
These are bad dudes.
I kind of figured that these dudes were all like lifers. Because let's say if you're doing a 5 to 10, there's no need to try to escape and get another 5 to 10 added on because you're going to get caught.
Right.
So I figured these dudes are all lifers. And the important part about catching these guys is when you're on the run like that, who knows what you'll do to stay free? That's why it's important to catch these people. That's why they're giving 10, 20,000 away for any information. One jackass decided to go on Instagram Live. That's how he got caught.
Oh, my God.
I swear to God. He was like, I'm free. I'm home. Like, bitch, no, you're not.
Oh, my God.
That's how they found him. Bing! You know they can ping these phones. Easy.
Right.
This freaking idiot went on Instagram Live. What up, y'all? I'm home. Your boy's free. I was like, you idiot.
And the dudes that know better, they're the ones that have it the hardest because the longer you're out there, the harder it is because you can't go to your buddy's house.
No.
They're trolling you.
Because I ain't letting you in mine. Like, hey, man, I love you, but I'm not going down with you.
Well, they're also, the cops know where to go to check on everybody you know.
Yeah,
you know,
for
they
sure.
go to all your spots. And so you're basically running for the swamps of Louisiana on foot, knowing that you can't use a phone, hoping you can find some scraps to you. You basically become, if you want to stay out there for a while, you basically become a homeless person. Try to blend in with the homeless population.
If you ain't Chapo and got millions hidden, you ain't gonna be able to hide for but so long.
Right. All right. There's a hypothetical: 30 days in jail, or 30 days as a homeless person.
Oh.
Because these guys that are on the run, if you don't contact your mama, because you're going to get caught the second you make any sort of contact with somebody. Can't use a phone.
I'll do 30 days in jail. I can survive 30 days in jail. I can't survive 30 days outside.
Right.
I'll do the jail time. I can survive. I know Tory Lanez just got stabbed up, but that's been a couple years. So I'm gonna do jail.
He got stabbed up because of who he is, probably.
Yeah. Give me the 30 days jail over the 30 days homeless.
Megan Thee Stallion would make you kill someone for that. So I understand.
Don't get me started on that case.
Yeah. Shout out
Why
to
are
her.
you a defender of Tory Lanez?
No, I just don't. I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of rich people problems.
Yeah.
Everybody will be fine.
Yeah, her foot's okay, right?
Yeah, she's good.
Did she lose a toe or anything?
Yeah, Kamala gave her $39 million to twerk on stage and lost the election. Like, you dumbass. Like, I love her, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it twisted. I love Kamala, but like, you got Meg up. No, it was a lot. But you got Meg up there twerking at your convention? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
She's getting paid. That's what she's doing.
No, I ain't mad at her.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, the Democrats need a new angle. We're not going to vote for you because you like celebrities.
Yeah,
they like you.
I didn't
Right?
understand
Yeah,
that
how it
move.
goes.
I didn't understand that move.
Orlando Kell, he will defend you no matter who you are. If you are in need of a family attorney, Orlando is our guy. If you are having relationship issues and you've come to the end of the road and it's that time, our guy Orlando Kell, a proud graduate, 26 years ago of UT Law. He's been practicing family law. He's seen every single thing you can think of because he's been in business for 26 years in San Antonio, serving basically all of Texas. He's had cases all over the state all these years. It is Orlando Kell, our family man, our family attorney. 210-775-4995. You can direct email Orlando's office. It's orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. All right, so Rudy and I are getting ready for our big live concert we're going to do. Now, we don't do a lot of remotes. You know, back in the old radio days, it's a good way to make a couple $100.
Make some money, yeah. It's different.
You go sit out, you go to a restaurant, radio station, they sell it. And I mean, I don't know what y'all made. I made $200 every remote. I'm telling them right now. That's what I made.
Same.
The sales guy probably made $800 fucking bucks.
Yeah, we
and
got
the company made another $1,000, and I made $200.
Yeah, we got the talent fee, right?
Yeah, we got a little fee, and this is going to be different because now we're on digital media now. We're on YouTube. We're worldwide, and so you don't see us out doing a lot of live shows. And this is a whole different animal here. It's changed the game. I was talking about this yesterday. So my kids, they have actually paid good money to go watch their favorite YouTube shows live on stage at like American Airlines Center. You know, major arenas, some of the most popular YouTube shows out there, doing massive tours.
Right.
You know? It's crazy. Smartless is a podcast that I watch all the time. And I mean, those are huge mega stars in their own right. And they did a 9-city tour that Netflix did a special on. Rudy and I are going to try to do something like that. And it starts with that first one. And so the first one we have coming down is June 21st, live in concert at the High Waves Event Center on the far west side off of 1604, just past 1604 on 90. You cruise west out of town on 90, just outside of 1604's High Waves Church. We'll be there on June 21. Buy tickets at Eventbrite. But I bring this up because I've seen some disturbing things, though, in recent times.
Me too.
Not that I'm worried about this happening to you and me, because A, I'm not going to fuck with the cartel while I'm doing my show.
B, we're not females.
And I don't weigh 750 pounds.
Right.
We've had 2 influencer deaths in recent weeks and months.
Wow.
So this happened last week, actually. And I had, so my 27-year-old who never watches television, it's always
Mine either.
YouTube. Daddy, did you hear about the influencer that got murdered by the Mexican cartel? I'm like, no, I did not. So I looked this up. Did you see this? Did y'all see this story?
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy, man. And I don't want to say that she had it coming, but boy, you can't. This gal, she ran a boutique down in Mexico and was real popular on, I guess, TikTok. And for some reason, pissed off one of the cartels, and they sent a sicario in there, and they killed that girl while she was in the middle of a live stream with 100,000 people watching it at the time. It's crazy.
I saw that
CBS
story.
News, the social media influencer who was shot dead during a live stream on TikTok in the Mexican state of Jalisco appeared to be murdered by a hitman. And earlier in the day, because she was streaming for like hours, some dude, apparently 2 dudes showed up on a motorcycle at this boutique.
It's always on a motorcycle.
Well, it's quick in and quick out.
Easy getaway.
2 dudes show up on a motorcycle, and they walk in there, and they delivered like candy and flowers to her, posing as like fans,
Making sure she's there.
making sure she was there, and then they drove off. And she was on her show, and she was saying that was weird. I almost feel like those guys were here maybe. I hope they don't kill me. She was actually like talking like, I hope they're not going to kill me. If I'm doing a show and I'm worried about someone might kill me, we're going to go ahead and end our stream and go home. This girl kept on filming.
Oh.
The grisly murder of 23-year-old Valeria
That's
Marquez shocked Mexico, igniting rumors about the motive behind her killing in a region that's been eclipsed by cartel violence.
So what was she doing that pissed them off?
I don't know. That's the thing. I just don't know. They're still investigating that. She had 113,000 followers on TikTok. 23-year-old young lady, pretty girl, ran a boutique. And so, as I mentioned, these dudes showed up earlier in the day, and one of them walked in and goes, "Hey, I have a very expensive gift for Valeria," and then they leave, and everybody that was in the boutique was kind of like, "That was weird," and she said, "Quote on the show, maybe they were going to kill me. Were they going to come and take me away or what? I'm actually worried," is what she said. Then later on in the day, a dude shows up and goes, "Are you Valeria?" And she's like, yeah. He pulls out a gat and smokes her while she's streaming. Shoots her in the face live on TikTok.
I don't want to see that.
Well, TikTok has pulled it down. Good. But it's been
downloaded.
Stolen enough.
Yeah, I'm not watching
where
that.
you can go see it. Of course you won't see it. This on the heels of a not so attractive young woman who was only 24.
Jesus, Mike.
Well, she was Rudy. This girl had mental problems.
Okay.
Literally mukbanged herself to death.
Oh. There's been a few eaters, if that's what you want to call them, that have died of like heart attacks and heart disease.
This girl was morbidly obese, like could barely get out of bed.
But she was popular.
Correct, because there's enough sick fuckers in this world. They would pay her $2 or whatever,
more than that,
to watch her consume pizzas.
Church's Chicken pay them too.
Burgers.
Popeyes pays them too. Like these places with food, they pay these people.
Y'all know what a mukbang is, right? It's
yeah.
this got started in Asia. It's usually,
I know. They better know. They don't know well.
It's usually real pretty petite Asian girls that do this shit. Well, like you'll see a girl like slurp down an entire squid, and people watch this, because I don't know why people always have to mix up sex with weird shit. Jesus did not meant for you to mix up your food with your fucking. But yet humans people like Bouquet, sex is involved in everything. I mean, he could find the sex in anything. There's sex appeal to whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't understand that. I don't mix my sex up with my going potty, and I don't mix my sex up with eating. It's weird.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, you want to eat some whipped cream off your ladies'
Yeah, that's
kitties?
different.
That's great. That's different. But watching these people mukbang, these guys are getting off on this shit.
So how big is morbidly?
Dude, look at her. Dude, that's...
she was popular?
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Look at that. Her neck hangs down to her titties.
Poor
I can't
thing.
tell if that's her neck or her chi-chis. She's just one big blob of a skin person. But she's dead. New York Post, a 24-year-old extreme eater who gained fame.
Extreme eater, yeah.
Yeah, who gained fame on TikTok has died due to complications from obesity. Efkan Kultur, 24, well-known. Oh, it's a guy. My bad, it's a dude.
Oh, my God. But
so
you could
fat,
tell.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Holy Lord.
I'm going to look this up.
This dude was living in Turkish. Efkan Kultur, well known in his native of Turkey for his mukbang streams in which he would gorge on massive amounts of food, died after spending 3 months in the hospital. He was hospitalized for 3 months because his organs are like, you know what, bro? Fuck you, we're out. His organs were done with him. It
does look like a female.
Yeah, amassing both a mammoth weight and following with millions of views on TikTok. Couture was forced to stop streaming due to being bedridden with health issues such as bruising and breathing difficulties. He laid in the bed so long his body just bruised up all over the place. Couture last posted on YouTube 8 months ago, and his TikTok feed featured its last mukbang on October the 15th. He appeared to feast on a large plate of canned grape leaves. He ate a bunch of leaves, like massive amounts of grape leaves. All right, so anyway, I thought about this. Obviously, these are 24-year-old people. You boys ever watch the show Black Mirror?
Yes.
Never.
Dude, y'all'd like it. You and Anna would like Black Mirror. So and it's been out for 4 or 5 seasons now. It's been out for years. And they just dropped the latest season not long ago.
I've seen it.
It's
I've seen it promoted.
Every episode, it's what do you call a series that does every episode's totally different, new actors and everything?
Oh, that's like American Horror Story.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes the actors are the same, but rarely.
You don't have to watch the first one.
No.
I watched the 6th one.
Every single episode is another spin on how humans are going to allow technology to ruin us and knock our shit out. and it's so good. And this season features, and I don't want to get too detailed because
Yeah.
I hope you'll watch it. Dude, it's really, really good. If you don't watch anything, watch episode 1 of this season's Black Mirror.
Will do.
So it basically it plays on humans' desperation, but having to rely upon technology to get things done in a desperate manner. I'm trying to be vague.
No, I know what you mean.
It is a dark spin on also like humans' obsession with being liked, doing what we do for a living. That is very hard. Rudy and I
We have no choice.
We are middle-aged.
We don't have no choice, bro.
Responsible men. But I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and eat a barrel of grape leaves or suck down a whole ham hock, or eat an entire squid raw to get clicks. I'm not going to do that.
No.
Now, there's a lot of shit I will do.
We're also, I wouldn't do it in my 20s, but the mind of a 20-year-old is different than the mind of a 47-year-old.
Right.
And these are the number one job. The number one, if you ask a Gen Zer or an Alpha, what's their most sought after job? It's an influencer. And that's by all costs.
That's problematic.
That's by all cost.
That's problematic because it winds up leading to people doing extreme things just to get a bunch of fucking views, whether they wind up making money or not. There's people out there that get 1 million views on their posts, but they don't make no money.
No, there's a lot of people that are not making money yet. It takes a while to make money. I forget who it was. Ha Davis, comedian, Instagram, had 4 million followers, was living in his grandma's basement. So it doesn't equate to money until you find a way to monetize it. So no, followers does not equal money. You got to figure that shit out. It's tough.
Yeah, this is a dangerous slope that a lot of young people get led into.
Yeah,
young girls especially. Oh, let me strike while I'm still attractive in my 20s, and they wind up regretting the shit out of it. You know how many? And by the way, I can't wait. And this is going to be in 10 years, maybe not even 10, maybe 5. We're going to see more and more news stories that come out about influencers who did make money, who had fame, who had wealth, but because they struck it big so early in their lives, maybe not even early. It's kind of like how people that win the lottery, a lot of them go bankrupt.
Oh, it's already happening. That's just
they don't know how.
There's a bunch of TikTokers that have passed away, unfortunately. It's been weird.
Or not even maybe die, but just lose it all because you don't know how to be a fucking human.
Well, we see that. We still see that with athletes.
Sure. You get all this money and you're gonna see more and more influencers like these traveling YouTube shows that don't do it the right way, don't grind. Maybe they make it big at the beginning and they don't see it through. They don't save, they don't pay taxes.
Right.
I mean, a lot of this shit's not even regulated.
No.
We're going to see horror stories of these so-called big-time online celebrities in the next several years to come. That's going to be the next Netflix series, The Fall of All the Influencers. Whatever happened to so-and-so and such and such. That's going to happen because these kids don't know how to function in the real world.
Right.
That shit, you can't just be an influencer for 40 years. That's just not going to happen.
It's not. Yeah, you got to parlay it into something else. You got to make a couple of businesses for sure.
Absolutely. All right, it is In the Building, presented in part by GC Services Roofing and Construction / Lone Star Nano Service. So you got home yesterday. I know that Dale was over at your place for a follow-up inspection.
It was fine.
Everything hunky-dory?
Everything's fine. Lone Star Nano hooked it up. The seal went great. And I still got your cones, Dale. Let me know what you want me to do with those
cones.
He left the cones. Well, only because, he didn't want me and my wife to park in the driveway while it was sealing. So, yeah, shout out to Lone Star Nano driveway. And my sidewalk and my porch look great. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Nano Services.
Absolutely. They will preserve the life of your roof and or sidewalk, concrete, driveway by years and years, and your roof especially if you have an asphalt roof. But if your roof does need to be replaced, then Lone Star will pass you off to our boys at GC Services Roofing. They do complete roof jobs from here to Corpus Christi and all points in between. It is GC Services Roofing and Construction. They just had an 8th subscriber this week get a new roof done, and that's good shit. I like to hear it.
Thank you. Thank you, in the buildingers.
Thank you, boys. GC Services and or Lone Star Nano Services. Rudy put on his request sheet today because we always text every morning what we want to get into.
Oh yeah, pull that image up, Jose.
Wants to talk about the Texas Aggies.
Texas
Texas A&M.
The sports. Just the sports. We love you, Aggies. We don't want no problems. We're just talking about sports.
You know, we got a lot of influence in the state of Texas, Rudy.
Right.
You know, we got a lot of influence.
A&M becomes the first national seed to fail advancing from regionals in softball tournament history.
Yes, sir.
Also, football team goes 8-5, drops 4 out of the last 5. Basketball team gets bounced in round of 32, drops 6 of the last 9. Baseball team loses their coach to their arch rivals, go 28-25, get swept by Missouri, who have 3 SEC wins, unlikely to make the NCAA tournament. And of course, the number 1 seed is softball, the first to lose its own regional in softball history. Again, school, great alumni. You can find jobs all over the place. Great school. But if you are a sports fan of the Aggies, it has got to be the most frustrating shit ever. Like, every time you feel like, yeah, we're about to turn the corner, the Longhorns swoop in and steal your coach who just got you to the natty. You know what I mean? You start the basketball season off great, lose 6-9, leave in the round of 32.
Mm-hmm.
You got the number 1 seed in softball,
yep,
and you don't even win your regional.
Dope. Aggie salute right here. Oh,
great school. Love you, Aggies. But on the sports side, good Lord.
Dude. I don't even know where to begin with A&M's athletic department.
I'm sorry. I saw that and I was like, yeah, I got to bring this up.
It's come to a head, I think. But, and I said this for years about UT, by the way, because I've given Texas.
Texas used to, I remember seeing you on Twitter arguing with Longhorn fans. They thought you hated them.
No, I just pointed out their obvious problems.
Right. Truth.
And they had cultural issues. And with Texas, it was in the football program mostly.
Yeah, sure.
Like swimming's fine.
Volleyball's fine.
Tennis is great.
Whatever. Golf,
it was
especially.
Football.
Right.
Football had a shit culture for a long time. The last couple of years of Mac, all of Charlie Strong's tenure, the
Tom Herman.
The Herman era was a fucking disaster. That was a nightmare scene. And their culture was garbage.
All while making $100 million a year.
But it was just football. The A&M sitch is way different. And I guess I'll preface too by telling all my Aggie buddies, I'm simply telling you what's in my head and heart. This is how I feel because I care about you. And I want A&M to be good. I really do. I went to a commuter school. I like Texas. I support UT, but I don't hate A&M. I support winners. You know, If you win, we get supported. If you lose, you don't. It's as simple as that.
Right.
The A&M athletic department from the top down has a cultural problem, and it has had one for a long time. And it's time the Aggies need to look themselves in the mirror. You know, I'm telling A&M now what I've told Texas for the last 15 years before Sark showed up and cleaned shit up. But it's softball. It's baseball. It's basketball. It's a lot of the big sports.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Something's going on at A&M with their culture because they make $60 million a year.
They make money hand over fist.
This is a program that can afford to pay coaches $77 million to walk. Jimbo Fisher.
Oh shit!
How much money are they done paying Kevin Sumlin? I'm not even sure if they're still done paying Kevin.
Good point. I don't
know. Good Lord. It is incredible the sitch at A&M. I don't know if it's because kids go there and realize, oh, wow, there ain't shit to do in College Station, Bryan. I don't know if there's some sort of, I don't know what it is, something in the water at Texas A&M. They have all the money in the world, all the resources in the world, state-of-the-art football facility that is better than 28 of the 32 NFL teams.
Facts.
Their baseball stadium, Bluebell Park, it's as good as any baseball park that there is. Their weight room, their training facilities, they have
grade A
on paper.
Grade A.
One of the top 5 athletic departments in the country, and it ain't close. But on the fields and on the courts and on the diamonds,
it ain't correlated.
They're just another. They're a jag. They're a jag organization, top to bottom, and they've been that way for the better part of a decade.
You got to think like programs like Cincinnati. I'll throw Oregon in there, even though Oregon has Phil Knight's money. Florida State post Bobby Bowden. Like, there's a lot of schools that have done something, all while A&M has done nothing.
Nothing.
Like, you got to think some of the spare-ass schools. I mean, Auburn had Cam Newton, but still, regardless of the situation, they were able to put together something to make a run, to make them viable and make them relevant.
Mm-hmm.
A&M you can't catch lightning in a bottle in anything.
Nothing. Your coach bails for your arch nemesis in baseball, and immediately they have the number one team in the country. Something's up with the culture at A&M.
They need a cooling data. They're cursed.
And people in the Aggies will forever have a vendetta, and they'll hate Jim Schlossnagle. Jim made the right move. He did.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
I don't think that's
no
up for debate.
Fucking brainer.
Not up for debate.
That's a no-brainer that you leave A&M and go to Texas. And y'all get mad all you want, or face reality and agree with me and demand that athletic program fix their shit rich because they got problems at A&M. Man, it's embarrassing.
It is. It's not even to me.
If I were an Aggie, I would agree with me, and I would be pissed.
I'm at the point I feel sorry for them.
Like, I don't even care to watch their programs anymore. Like, what's the last time? Oh yeah, I got to watch Aggies South Carolina this week. No.
Only Aggie game I watched this year was Longhorns.
Because they were playing Texas.
That was the only game.
That's a problem. And for years, their fans justified the struggles. Well, we're in the SEC. It's fucking hard.
And then Texas
Wait
gets
till
there
Texas gets here.
Yeah.
They'll see. Okay. Longhorns have won 8 conference championships in that conference this year, 8 individual different sports. Football's going to the Final Four 2 years in a row. Got the number 1 fucking quarterback in America going into the season. Texas may be number 1 or number 2 in football to start the season, and they'll live up to it because they finally got their football shit worked out.
Yeah.
Texas has had no problems in Big Southern John Plantation Company. They ain't been in there a full fucking calendar year. It's crazy.
Amen.
The A&M thing is unbelievable. So when you wrote that to me, that struck a chord. All right, it's in the building, presented in part by Texas Cheer Liquor. I mentioned sake yesterday. I'm going to give me some. They got some really good sake selections at Texas Cheer. I need to get out to one. I run hot and cold with my I go through phases where I'll drink beer for a month. And I'll drink red wine,
tequila.
Yeah, maybe something about getting hot. I like cold sake.
Yeah, cold sake.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can drink it you don't have to drink so much, and it gives you a little buzz. That's what I like about sake too. And they have a lot of different flavors at all the Texas Cheer Liquor. So I need to get up there. It's Texas Cheer.
And just in time for Memorial Day weekend, the tariffs were lifted, so they got the lit kits back in stock.
Okay.
They'll be all they
tariffs
came in
are lifted.
Yeah, they came in because they ordered the lit kits from China. They're nice too.
Oh.
They're no more stickers.
Oh, you mean the jugs?
Yeah, the jugs are back in. So the lit kits are back just in time for Memorial Day. I know a lot of y'all are off on Monday, so lit kits will be at all 7 locations, probably by Thursday, for sure by Friday. So get your lit kit for Memorial Day weekend. Take it out to wherever y'all gonna be for the weekend and get lit.
Isaac the Third is in the building. $20. Thank you, Ike. Gig 'em, baby. Never frustrated. Things will get better, especially in football. But how many years have I heard the Aggies tell me that things are going to get better in football?
1,000 years.
As long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
I mean, Isaac, I wanted to. And I thought they had finally turned a corner and joined permanent elite status when Johnny Football was there. I thought this kid, he's different. He's changed the culture.
He built a stadium.
Sure. He's changed the culture. This is going to lead to glory for the next 20 years because of this kid here, football, Johnny Manziel. And it didn't work out. The minute he was gone, they went right back to the shithole. They went right back to 7-5, 8-4, losing at home to Dingleberry Tech. It's unbelievable. It's great. No matter who the coach is. Don't matter. They cannot get it done to A&M. Well, golly. God help. And I thought the guy they have now with the big beer gut, I thought he was going to be okay.
Sucks.
Isaac's got faith in him. I wish I shared your faith, Isaac. I just do not. All right, show also brought to you part by Ribaldo Realty Group, the official real estate agent of our show. Just closing on a house next month. What was the name? Alex, I mentioned this yesterday. Alex closes next month. Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate man. You can hit him up at 210-887-1081. You can also email him at jribaldo at kw.com.
If y'all heard that crackling, Jose's having Twizzlers for breakfast.
Are you getting hungry, young man?
Yeah, I don't eat breakfast, but yes, Twizzlers on my
Are you going to stop for a Happy Meal on the way to Austin?
Maybe, who knows? Maybe if I'm feeling
So we got double duty. Y'all be tuned in. What time we going live again, Mike? 5?
Let me get this out real quick, by the way.
What you got?
I forgot my tagline to Texas Cheer because I have ADHD and I'm moving
Texas
on to the
Cheer
next.
Liquor.
Correct.
He's been on us about that. He's like, it's not Texas Cheer. It's Texas Cheer Liquor.
Really? Let me know these things.
I did.
Texas Cheer Liquor.
Yes.
Liquor.
Branding is what I've been told.
I know. Texas Cheer Liquor. I forgot to give 5% off. I got to get that.
You got to give that because people don't be saying it and we don't get our credit. Damn it. Go in there and say in the building and say it with your chest.
7 of them.
Shit.
Say in the building. Get your 5% off at all 7 locations, including the one up in
Damn bill collectors,
Bernie.
man.
All right, so we're gonna do a special edition of In the Building today. I think we should. This is an oddball time, but I think we should try to get on around 4:50.
That's random.
Because they're going to bring the executive VP of the PBR over right at 5. Well, I guess he can wait 2 minutes.
No, let's be ready.
All right.
I learned that doing base bites. When the general walks in the room, he should be sitting down.
All right.
And then being interviewed.
Okay, because we're going to have the dude that runs the whole thing over with
No,
us today.
let's already be rolling.
All right, cool. So here's what we're doing. Rudy and I and Jose are about to drive up to Austin, Texas, and we're going to spend the day in downtown Austin. We're going to do a bunch of fun stuff as a show and as buddies. And then later today at 4:50 p.m., which is why we got to get rolling, we're going to do a special edition of In the Building live from Austin. We're going to cover the 2025 Professional Bull Riders Draft. Tonight is their team draft.
PBR?
PBR, yes,
Austin
sir.
Gamblers?
Yes, sir.
The defending champion
That's
Austin
right.
Gamblers?
We're there to represent the Gamblers and talk bull riding, and we're going to have like the executive VP of the PBR on. I'm hoping that once the draft gets rolling, we'll be able to talk to some of the kids that get drafted tonight by teams.
And that's they're from Brazil.
And this,
we won't
a
get
lot of them learn English. They learn English.
Okay.
Do you have license Portuguese?
It's not always so great, but they have English. A lot of them can. And the Gamblers
Think they know Vinny?
Who?
What's his name, Jose? The soccer player.
Vinicius
Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they all know the soccer player.
Yeah.
Sure. You want to talk soccer with the Brazilian bull riders today?
Yeah.
We can do that. No
Yeah.
problem. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Absolutely. By the way, this ain't no bullshit NBA where they got 30 teams like the NFL's got 32. They got 10 teams. So you imagine if the NBA only had 10 teams, how badass the draft would be and how badass all the teams would be?
It would be great.
Unbelievable. Only 10 teams.
Because then you'd have to have
PBR.
Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry,
Yeah.
Giannis, and Joker on the same team.
Correct.
You
How
know?
amazing would that be?
Exactly.
Anyway, so we're going to go talk bull riding, and we're not going to talk bull riding. We'll probably be on a couple hours. We're going to talk about Austin and whatever comes up between now and then. Yeah. All right, so be in tune to that. Another edition, a special afternoon edition today at 4:50.
We like the Spurs, Mike. We just want a little bit of that Austin pie. We here. This is home. We want a little bit of that Austin pie.
I'm
It's
loyal.
just like the
Hey,
Spurs, right?
I love the
We
Spurs.
just want a little of that Austin pizza.
I love Austin, too. So we're going to eat Austin pizza, so to speak, today. Love y'all hard. Talk to y'all at 4:50. We'll get on. We'll chop it up.
Mukbanging with Jose.
Hey, maybe Jose will mukbang on the podcast.
Or maybe
today.
he'll eat an egg live. We'll go live and he'll eat an egg in
Okay.
Austin.
No,
All right.
probably not.
All right, cool.
All right, cool. That's it. We're done. We made a lot of money today. I'm happy with it. Thank y'all very much. You just bought gas on the way to Austin.
Namaste.
Now we got to get out there on I-35. That's a whole other adventure. Love y'all hard. Thank you very, very much to everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate the patience with the IT issues and stuff. Back manana for In the Building. Back later today for the special afternoon drive edition at 4:50 p.m. this afternoon. Tell your buddies, tell your friends, tell your cousins and your wives and your husbands and your kids. In the Building, live from Austin, Texas. The Austin edition. And by the way, we're live from ACL Live, too, which is even cool.
Well played, Robbie.
Yeah, we're doing the show from where they do Austin City Limits, so it's pretty
What do they do there?
pretty
Music?
badass. Music. Chappelle played there not long ago.
Oh, shit. That's where we at?
Dude, big time, yeah. It's
We big time.
man.
We big time, goddammit.
We ain't going to no expo. We're going to ACL Live. See y'all later. Love you hard. Bye.